Hello.
Hello. Yeah. So what had happened?
What's tea?
What happened, home?
Girl.
Yes. You ready to cut up on this line, queen?
Let's
Because we
let's
about
go.
to.
Let's go.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to another episode here with Raina Tees. You two fabulous motherfucking South Floridian, Florida water, storm thumping, weather magic moving ass hoes, bitch, on the south side.
Yes.
On the south side. And just to let you girls know, Raina Teeth is available for bookings and or spell work, honey. Get your hot plate down in the description box below. We'll be leaving links. Contact us.
We are live, kids.
What's Chance and welcome back. Yes. Are we live?
We
We're
are
live.
live.
Well, honey, we have a special treat tonight for you girls and the boys. Tonight we will be talking to the men's on the line, okay, for this Raina Teeth episode.
Yes.
And I think it's really important for us to have this conversation. I really feel that a lot of how we feel about this girl, we already spoke on this in the video. A lot of the spiritual community is geared towards empowering and embodying the anima, the feminine, the divine feminine. And I feel like a lot of times within that, there's a neglect to address that divine masculine energy, because it exists. It exists in a paradigm. It exists on a spectrum, and it needs the same nurturing, respect, cleanliness, upkeep, maintenance, whatever you want to call it, as the yoni embodiment of femininity, okay, and the divine feminine arc. So what really inspired this show, for me at least, is, me and my sister, we will take on a lot of readings and some clients, and some of them were men. Now, I already can see the trend, okay, but it started to definitely become more apparent with men that approach us for magic and men that approach us for, getting work done, and where I feel as if men are inclined to neglect or not pay as much attention to maintenance and spiritual upkeep, spiritual upkeep, okay? Prana and the Kundalini and the sacral and base and solar plexus and root chakras, okay? So in today's video, I want to go over some statuses and some ailments that can just as easily prove to be problematic for men that they may not even be aware that they're walking around with. That's right, due to their sexual neglect and dealing with women. Okay? So, just as there are, very vile and narcissistic and toxic and parasitic, because, the girls, they like to get on the line with us and they be like, oh, these men, the men are narcissistic, and the men are this and the men are that. A lot of these men are picking up and carrying spirits that they get from defiled, succubus, broken, shattered, soul fragmentation, women, yoni, and pussy that they go diving into. Okay? And through their clouded judgment and the drive of their own egos, which is very divine masculine, they don't see the problem. They just see like, okay, the solution to this is go jump into another woman. Go deep dive, go do this, go hang over here, go envelop myself in this type of space. And then they wonder why, they're alone sleeping at night. Can't get no peace in their life, their homes. Can't have healthy, long-term relationships. Not doing well in their physical, in their masculine, in their job, not holding the bills down, okay, letting themselves go to waste. Okay, so I want to talk about that in today's show. So with that whole mouthful, girl, with that whole serving plate that I just lay on for the girls, what are you feeling about this topic, Raina? What are your perspective? What's your perspective?
I completely agree that we need to discuss this because, like you said in the beginning, male spiritual sexuality, the male in the occult is minimized. He's literally forgotten. Emphasis is put on the woman, the divine. You know, she's the one that gets the title of witch, and wielding magic and all of this stuff. So I feel like on a spiritual level, for men, even who are trying to practice spirituality, there isn't that much information out there, or even like other men to look up to in the spiritual community who are elders, who know how to do things like cleansings, who have advice for men. You know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of women who dominate the spiritual community, but you know, on the
visual spiritual community, definitely the visuals.
Yes, the face of it. So I feel like, you know, having men who know about like the spiritual practices of cleansing for a man, because, you know, I feel like it would be different than a woman, you know, as far as like the specifics of what a man would have to do to cleanse his body. You know, it's not the same. So I feel like that is important, and that knowledge, I feel like we don't see enough of it. We don't see enough men, spiritual practitioners, discussing this topic, or even offering it in their spell work or their ritual services.
And we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that. You know, usually it's geared towards women as far as like cleansings and just magic in general. So on that level, definitely. And even on a client level, like you said, these men are carrying these spirits from these women. And that's not really being focused on as far as like for even spiritual workers to offer this service to a client. You know, it's like a circle, you know, goes both ways. Like the client has no idea about this, but in the spiritual community, it's not being talked about. It's not being, you know, like the techniques and the ways to do this is not being discussed. So we have to receive it from the universe. I mean, that's how magic originated in the first place, was receiving this information. And what we're doing at Rain and Teas is sharing it with y'all and talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girls are not talking about this. And by the girls, I mean...
Oh, they will be with...
Oh, yeah. Now that we're discussing it, you know, now they're gonna...
Right. The extra channels, honey. The lurking extra channels, girl, who siphon and bottom, you know, they bottom feed from our... you know, the sprinkles of what Miss Universe gives us, and then with their hundreds of thousands, girl, goes and make it seems like it's their own. But that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. So, so you know,
right. So I first want to talk about, you know, the importance of just as it's important for women to have this knowledge and understanding, dissecting and separating themselves from a decayed and no longer serving relationship. I feel that it is just as important, if not more than, okay, for men to do the same, okay? And I'm talking about cord cutting. I'm talking about cord detachment. I'm talking about men, okay, because call me a spade if I'm wrong, men who will be have not seen this girl or this woman or engaged with this woman years. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and then you want to go get spiritual work to bring this bitch back into your life, and it's just baffling. It's like, what are you still holding on to? This cord, this tie, this, I don't know, infatuation, or this suppressed memory. And that's another thing too, there's a lot of suppression techniques that men have perfected, and compartmentalizing techniques that are very innate to men, but it still doesn't necessarily mean that it's spiritually more healthy or beneficiary to these men. Every man is different, obviously. Some men, honey, they can go out there, bitch, sleep the whole world over, and, well, I won't really say they won't be bothered, but, it will affect them very differently than, obviously, a more sensitive, intuitive empath, you know, intuitive types, the feeling, the INFPs, okay, of men of the world. They're going to be feeling that a lot differently. They're going to be feeling that effect and that tug with the numerous women that they have engaged with quite differently than a man who's just going around, okay? And it's obvious that through that practice of sleeping around like that, men do kind of dilute their tethers a little bit more than a woman, because women are naturally the receivers, and that also applies to the anima, which is the feminine energy. They are receivers and holders and containers and vessels for spawning new life. Okay, we get that. So they are pre-programmed to definitely internalize and definitely hold on to. So we get where the majority of the conversations for cleansings and that being led on to women, or led more by women, we get where that comes from. But it's not to say that men are not out here, like my sister said, with fucking demons and all type of spiritual astral parasites riding on their shoulders, got them mentally fogged and fucked up in the head, no direction, lost, depressed, a lack of freaking libido, not even, and these women out here, they be putting work on y'all too. That's another thing. Sleeping around and getting caught up and dipping and diving, it's costing y'all more than you really know. Because that same woman, she'll be on Raina Tease's line, getting your whole fucked up out the ass, and will pay to do it. Okay? So it's necessary, I think, for men moving as spiritual divine energies and vessels of the divine masculine, to not be afraid or think it's weak or think it's sensitive or think it's unnecessary, to stop within themselves and do some real introspection, to stop within themselves and really get to the core root of why they're doing this, or why they're pursuing this, or why they feel the need to hold on to dead cord attachments, chase emotionally unavailable women, just kind of get themselves caught up in this vicious cycle of feeling inadequate, feeling less than, and then using like abysmal kind of black sucking holes to jump into to try to fill for themselves, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying, sis? How are you feeling on that topic of what I just said?
I agree with you, and what you were saying earlier about women being vessels and women receiving.
Mm-hmm.
I was receiving, and it was telling me, like, men are receivers too, and men are vessels too. You know what I'm saying? Because men hold the sperm, they hold the semen in their testicles. So men are vessels of life as well. And I feel like we need to look at men in that way. We don't usually say, oh, men are vessels of life, or men hold life inside of them. Yes, yes, we do. We need to start using that language to give power back to men. As far as like divine power, spiritual power, magical power, men need to know that they are magical as well. You do have magical spiritual powers.
And you do suffer magical spiritual afflictions.
Yes. Okay, most of the instructors who I have learned magic from have been men.
That's
a lot of these books are written by men.
That's right.
Back in the ancient times, trust me, it was men doing magic. They're the ones who wrote all the grimoires. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and we're contacting these spirits.
Yes. While these quote unquote witches was getting burned, men was doing magic and getting away with it. Summoning demons. The whole motherfucking Catholic Church got the largest grimoire collection in the whole fucking planet. Them popes and shit and priests, they was doing fucking magic. And still are. And it's men. So yes, men have power. Men have spiritual power. Men are vessels of life. You hold life in your body. Without your life force, life cannot be created. A woman cannot do it by herself. You have that power in you. Okay, you have life within you. You have creation within you. You have the universe within you. Just like she does. As above, so below. And you receive. Because for you straight guys, when you receive the pussy, honey, you're receiving it. Just like how she's receiving it and she's getting it inside of her. You know, it's going inside of you too. It's going inside of you. And so that's what you're not paying attention to. That's what has not been paid attention to by anybody. We're the first ones really talking about this shit. Okay, so y'all receiving it too. Y'all receiving them pussy spirits.
Those succubus spirits and the other spirits of men who she has slept with and not cleansed herself from.
Yes.
I mean, didn't we learn about this in like 6th, 7th grade, girl, for sex ed? Okay. I don't know if y'all had that, but they was giving us. They were giving. It wasn't called sex ed. It was called. Was it called sex ed? It was called something, but it was like, honey, our course about the whole STDs, pregnancy, condoms, bananas. Okay, like the whole nine.
All of it. We had like a book we had to write our feelings in and stuff, and the teacher was like, it was like a journal, and she had to read. She read it or whatever.
Oh no, man, we didn't have to do all that. But yeah, not to deter too far. It's you guys are definitely a part of this conversation too. And again, what motivated even bringing this topic up is because I feel like a lot of you guys out there, especially guys out there going to the ritual workers, getting work and getting readings and getting things like that, I feel like just like on some real tea. Okay, this is real tea. This is put the pitch aside, girl. Real tea. Y'all need to make sure that y'all priorities are straight. Okay? There's no reason for you to be over here chasing after this long gone girl and you ain't got your priorities straight. You're not standing in the full potential of your masculine, because guess what, honey? For these women, hypergamy is a conversation that's happening right now. If you don't, you may feel some type of way about hypergamy. You may feel like, oh, it's like the new wave of feminism or whatever the case may be. But it is innately programmed into women to desire that on some level. So if you want to, for example, pay your last 500, 800, 1,000, 2 stacks to a ritual worker to, bring this person back into your life, and that's all the money that you got, you can't, you're not able to take care of yourself, you're not paying your own bills, you're not structured, you're not situated, you're not living in your full potential as a masculine man. It doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter how much work you put on her. Bitch ass is going to come back and she's going to leave you again. Okay? You need to be working on, and it's very important for you as men to be working on yourselves and be grooming yourselves up to be that catch. Okay? To be that worthy partner, if that is what you're looking for. Okay? A lot of men, they have to do some deep internal soul fragmentation, healing, girl, and shadow work, okay, from those abusive mothers and neglected fathers or vice versa, okay, those bullying incidents, those sexually questionary incidents, because a lot of y'all straight men have them too, okay, where y'all don't, mingled around with maybe a early cousin, a late roommate, a best friend or two. You got curious one time. Those things happen, and then you go around and you suppress those things. You internalize those things, and then they manifest in other ways. Like, you having a motherfucking addiction to porn. You over here, spending all your money on gambling or spending all your money on, chasing dancers in the club. Okay? You ain't got your work priorities straight. You ain't got your bills paid on time. You look a hot mess. Your body is a mess. Okay? And then you want to put magic on somebody to deal with you and deal with that. It is backwards. It is absolutely backwards and insanity. Magic works with the path of least resistance, and that resistance also exists in the mind of another person. You can't be over here giving the girls 365 Walmart pounds, no job, no income, not having shaven wardrobe from 2006. Over here trying to do magic and pull somebody. She's going to dwell on you for 2 days and y'all going to meet up, but she's going to see a picture on you online and she's going to be a reminder of why she made that decision to leave in the first place. Okay? So, what do you think? I know
you said it all. You said it all. I mean, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They have to put in the work in the physical as well in order for this magic to hit. Because like you said, it works in the path of least resistance. So the more blockages, the more stuff you put in the way, the more obstacles the magic has to go through. So yeah, you have to make it the easiest for the magic to hit. And y'all need to get y'all shit together. As far as like money wise, like Raina was saying, y'all need to get y'all shit together money wise, because these women want a man who is established, who has money to take care of her and potential children and not struggle. Okay? So if y'all are not giving that, like,
work on yourself. Yeah, work on yourself. Shit, the magic y'all need to be paying for instead of chasing this person who, don't see you like that, or you're not making the means for it. The magic need to be put towards, girl, getting the coin to do
money, so. Yes, getting that money magic. What you mentioned.
You know on Raina T's, the money magic is the least costing spell. Okay, just to put that out there.
Ask for it. Like, y'all don't ask for money. Y'all never ask for money. Never.
Okay, it's always to bring some narcissistic bitch back into your life because she done left you for another man, and now you're riled and you're in your ego and you're challenged, and now you want to go back and forth and do bravado with this man to get this woman back, and it's like, do you even really how can you really even fuck with a bitch that left you like that? Deep inner soul shadow working and necessary healing, because that's
that's what needs to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely, sis. What else do I really want to say on this topic? Because I got my little notepad here. Let me see.
Yeah. No, but you're right. Like, the shadow work needs to be done. The inner work. That hermit card. Y'all need to get into that hermit. Y'all need to get into yourselves. Like, the whole time that you're single, you're not even taking care of yourself. The whole time that you need to be focused on you, you're focused on this person, and you're letting yourself go. And just going down, when you should be rising. You can't be down here and expecting to pull. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all need to get your priorities straight when it comes to requesting spell work. And get this money magic. Get these spirits who can like imbue you with sex appeal and seduction, you know. And it's a process, working on the money magic, then getting this done, and it's like preparing yourself to then, you know, be the best version for this person. You're gonna be a magical fucking powerhouse by the time that you reach them. You're gonna be with so much fucking magic around you that they're gonna come, but you have to build you first. And like we said earlier, you know, these spiritual practitioners, they're not getting into the meat and potatoes of that shit. What's going on. And they just want to like, y'all a box. They just want to, see, a lot of times we do readings on, well, with you guys. We do it on the phone with you guys, you know, and we do readings on the spell work. And we do communicate and we let you guys know. Oh, that's one thing about Raina Tees, honey. We will tell you. Yeah. I mean, everyone who has done a reading with us, pop off in the comment section below. But we, you know, not in a rude way, but we will tell you. Look, we did a reading for a guy, and it came up. The spirits told him straight up: reverse Knight of Chalices, reverse Knight of Wands. Like, you need to get your masculine sex appeal up. Yes. That's why the women are turning you down. You need to tap into your masculine because you're getting puny. You're getting, you know, beta. There's nothing wrong with beta energy, but it needs to be polished and it needs to be serving the best that it can be. And it needs to be tailored to the right person because obviously, you know, if a woman has her preference in her mind that she wants an XYZ, it doesn't matter, you know. That's what she wants. Just like you have your preference, you know, they're entitled to have theirs. Yeah. But you need to be focused on polishing yourself up, getting them finances right, getting that sex appeal and that wardrobe right, looking like something. Why do we want to? What's the catch? Yeah. Yeah. What is the catch? You know what? Like that woman that might have the type for XYZ, like if you present yourself as a provider and that's by having your shit together, you might pull her. You might be able to pull her because a lot of the XYZs, they don't have their shit together. They might be fine and everything, you know, but you know, so if you can get your shit up even as for money, because that's what y'all need to be coming for, money. Get that money right. You could pull any woman. Okay, you are serving provider, protector, that you are husband, father material, please. That's what you need to be giving. And it's not simply about talking the talk. You know, can you walk that walk? Are you spiritually healed? Have you overcome your childhood traumas? Have you overcome your previous relationship neglects? You know what I'm saying? Are you, you know, working on avoiding narcissistic personality traits and selfishness and pettiness and being, you know, being in your feminine as a masculine man? Because masculine men, like a lot of women say, you know, y'all be up in women's business, y'all be over here gossiping and bullying and antagonizing women. Okay, this isn't a shame video, by the way. We're not here to dismantle men. We're just having a real legitimate conversation, and it's a part that is the reality. That's what's been going on in part of the conversation. Y'all can sit back and pick apart women all day that she needs to be more of this, she needs to be more of that, she needs to carry herself like this, she shouldn't say that. Y'all have the whole list laid down for how women should be to be seen as a applicable suitor, you know, ass fat, titties right, hair laid, feminine. That's what y'all like, right? So where y'all meeting? It's like I was saying before, where's the catch with you? Because if she's serving, if I'm serving, you know, just goddamn, and then you coming over here looking like a 3, what, you want me to feel sorry for you and date you out of pity? Would you date a woman that's a 3 to you? Just looks wise, personality, she ain't got her shit together.
she is just red flags all over, would you say, you know what? She seems real nice. Like, let me give her a chance. Let me see. No, you're gonna be like, next. You may entertain her. You may text the text back and forth, but you ain't gonna be trying to invest nothing in her. You can be trying to get what you're trying to get. See if you get an easy lay and add on more. This is a soul residue, sexual, spiritual residue, and then on to the next. So yeah, y'all need to come. Y'all need to come with it. Y'all need to come with it instead of spending this money on trying to bring a person back when you have nothing to offer them. You need to be spending money on spell work to get yourself something to offer. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? And that's the realty. And I feel like this applies across the board. Straight men, gay men, trans men, like, that if you're walking, you're stepping into the persona archetype of the divine masculine, okay? The animus, okay? Then, yeah, you have to be on that. And it does start with things like cleansing, physical exercise, spiritual exercise, meditation, quieting the mind, cutting away these addictions, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, porn, all that. Like, it doesn't, where's the value? Like, where's the real value? Anything in your life right now as a man that you're doing and you're codependent upon, ask it, is it returning value to you right now? Ask it. Because if it's not, you're in the wrong place. You're doing the wrong thing. And you're pouring your attention into the wrong substance. Okay? The wrong avenue. But I feel like that was the last of my list. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think you said it all.
I think this was a great video. If you guys like videos like this, you want more talks on spiritual sexual health for men, okay, we're willing to do that too. If you guys have questions about your particular situation, leave them down in the comment section, okay, or email us. And check out the Big Cartel, Raina Tees, for spell work, money work, and cleansing work, cord cutting work. Okay, not love. Well, we do love, but we're going to be asking you a couple of questions before we dip our hand in the honey jar pot for you. Okay, so just know that. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.